The Anunnaki, enigmatic figures rooted in Mesopotamian mythology, have captivated humanity for centuries. Revered by the Sumerians, these beings were seen as powerful gods who descended from the heavens to shape and guide early civilization. In the heart of Mesopotamia, where the Tigris and Euphrates rivers flowed, the Anunnaki were believed to reside, governing the cosmos with wisdom and authority. The Sumerians, who thrived in this fertile land, saw the Anunnaki not just as deities, but as rulers who influenced every aspect of life. Their divine presence was immortalized in stone tablets and myths, portraying them as creators and overseers of the world. Some believed the Anunnaki were extraterrestrial beings, their advanced knowledge and technology mistaken for divine power. They were credited with giving humanity laws, knowledge, and the arts, blurring the lines between the divine and human realms. Archaeological discoveries have provided glimpses into the world of the Anunnaki. Ancient Sumerian cities reveal intricate depictions of these gods on tablets and bas-reliefs, often shown with horned helmets, symbolizing their celestial origins. These artifacts, along with the remains of temples and ziggurats built in their honor, reflect a society deeply devoted to these powerful beings. The craftsmanship of these structures not only demonstrates religious devotion, but also underscores the profound belief in the Anunnaki's influence. The Sumerians were also remarkable in their ability to harness and manage the natural resources of their environment. They mastered the art of irrigation, transforming the arid land into fertile fields by creating a network of canals and ditches. This engineering feat brought water from the rivers to their crops, fostering agricultural productivity and leading to the growth of complex societies. The fertile fields supported a thriving population, and the success of their agricultural endeavors was seen as a blessing from the Anunnaki themselves. Despite extensive studies and countless interpretations, the true nature of the Anunnaki remains a mystery. The ancient texts that mention them are open to various interpretations, leading to ongoing debates about whether these beings were truly divine, extraterrestrial, or something else entirely. Each new discovery adds to the enigma, fueling curiosity and speculation about these ancient deities. The story of the Anunnaki is not just a tale of gods and myths. It is a reflection of humanity's enduring quest to understand the unknown and connect with something greater than ourselves. In the cradle of civilization, the Sumerians laid the foundations of a society that would influence the world for millennia, with the Anunnaki at the center of their beliefs and traditions. Their legacy continues to inspire and intrigue those who seek to uncover the mysteries of the ancient world. The Sumerians' achievements extended far beyond agriculture. They invented writing, a monumental gift to the world that started with simple pictographs and evolved into cuneiform script. This new form of communication allowed them to document laws, trade transactions, and stories. Writing was more than just a method of recording. It was a means to preserve culture and pass knowledge through generations. The clay tablets that have survived are not merely artifacts. They are the voices of a people who wish to be remembered. In technology, the Sumerians were pioneers. They developed the wheel, a seemingly small invention that revolutionized transportation and trade. Their advances in mathematics and astronomy were equally significant. They created a calendar based on lunar cycles and made notable progress in understanding the movements of celestial bodies. Knowledge of the stars was not only for navigation, but also deeply intertwined with their religious beliefs and daily life. The Sumerians also left a legacy of remarkable art and architecture. Their temples and ziggurats, towering structures reaching toward the heavens, were expressions of their devotion and craftsmanship. The carvings and sculptures adorning these buildings told stories of gods and heroes, reflecting a society that cherished both beauty and faith. Socially, the Sumerians were innovators in governance and law. They established one of the earliest known legal codes, setting standards for justice and order. This code was not just about rules, but aimed at creating a fair society with clearly defined rights and responsibilities. It marked a crucial step in the development of organized states and legal systems. Every aspect of Sumerian life was interconnected, weaving a rich tapestry of culture, technology, and innovation. Their contributions laid the groundwork for future civilizations, and their influence extended far beyond their own time. The echoes of their achievements are felt even today, a testament to a people whose ingenuity and spirit shaped the very course of history. In the ancient heart of Mesopotamia, where the sun cast long shadows over the land, the the Sumerians wove a tapestry of beliefs that touched every part of their lives. Their religion and mythology were not just stories. They were the essence of their existence, shaping their understanding of the world and their place in it. The Sumerian gods were more than distant deities. They were powerful forces influencing every aspect of human life. At the core of Sumerian religion was a pantheon of gods, each with distinct roles and attributes. The most revered was Enlil, the god of wind and storms. Enlil was seen as a mighty and often unpredictable force, shaping the weather and controlling the elements. His power was immense, and his influence was felt in both calming breezes and raging tempests. The Sumerians believed Enlil had a hand in everything, from agriculture to the fate of kings. Enki, the god of water and wisdom, was another central figure. Unlike Enlil's sometimes capricious nature, Enki was known for his kindness and cleverness. He was the protector of humanity, offering guidance and knowledge. Enki's role was crucial in the creation myths, where he helped shape the world and provide for humanity's needs. His wisdom was reflected in the innovations and advancements that helped the Sumerians thrive. Ninhursag, the earth goddess, embodied fertility and growth. Her presence was felt in the rich soil and flourishing crops. The Sumerians honored her for the life-giving qualities she bestowed upon the land. Ninhursag's role in mythology was both nurturing and protective, ensuring that the earth remained fertile and the people prosperous. Anu, the sky god, was another towering figure in Sumerian mythology. His domain was the heavens, and he was often seen as the father of the gods. Anu's vast power and authority made him a central figure in the divine hierarchy. He was associated with the vast, uncharted expanse above, symbolizing endless possibilities and the unknown beyond human reach. The myths emerging from these beliefs were rich and vivid, capturing the imagination of the Sumerian people. One of the most famous stories is the Epic of Gilgamesh, a tale of a great king's quest for immortality. Gilgamesh's journey was filled with encounters with gods and mythical beings, each revealing profound truths about life and the human condition. The story reflected the Sumerian desire to understand their place in the cosmos and the nature of existence. Another central myth is the story of the Great Flood, mirroring other ancient flood legends. In this tale, the gods decide to flood the earth to rid it of humanity's noise and chaos. Only one man, Utnapishtim, is spared due to his piety and wisdom. The flood myth reflects the Sumerian understanding of divine justice and the fragile relationship between humans and gods. These myths and beliefs were not just abstract ideas, they were integral to the Sumerian way of life. The Sumerians' beliefs were deeply embedded in daily life. Temples and ziggurats were erected to honor the gods, with rituals performed to seek their favor and protection. Festivals, sacrifices, and prayers were integral to maintaining harmony between the human and divine realms. Through their religion and mythology, the Sumerians aimed to connect with the divine and grasp life's mysteries. Their gods were not distant, but actively shaped events and guided humanity, with stories helping make sense of existence's chaos and beauty. In their ancient cities, the Sumerians lived their faith profoundly, viewing their gods not just as legends, but as real forces influencing their world through myths and rituals. The Sumerians' legacy of belief continues to resonate today. The term Anunnaki stirs imagination with visions of ancient gods overseeing humanity from the heavens. To the Sumerians, the Anunnaki were powerful deities whose influence pervaded every aspect of their world. Believed to shape destinies and control elements, the Anunnaki were described as those who came from the heavens, or princely offspring, suggesting a divine or extraterrestrial origin. They were revered and feared, shaping Mesopotamian society with their power. Various interpretations offer a rich picture of the Anunnaki. Traditional Sumerian mythology viewed them as a council of gods with specific roles in creation and governance. They were involved in everything from agriculture to cosmic order, their actions recorded in texts and inscriptions. Some theories propose that the Anunnaki were extraterrestrial beings who arrived in Mesopotamia thousands of years ago. This idea, popularized by Zecharia Sitchin, suggests that advanced technology and knowledge were misinterpreted as divine power, with the Anunnaki shaping human civilization. Conversely, mainstream scholarship regards the Anunnaki primarily as mythological figures. Here, their stories symbolize natural forces and divine powers, reflecting Sumerian views of the world. In this view, the Anunnaki are complex characters in a mythological tapestry, embodying divine justice and order. The Anunnaki's fascination extends into popular culture, where they are often depicted as ancient astronauts or powerful deities. Movies, books, and television have embraced the idea of Anunnaki as extraterrestrial beings, blending ancient myths with modern concepts of advanced technology and alien life. Despite differing interpretations, the Anunnaki remain a compelling element of human imagination. Their stories, whether through ancient myths or modern speculation, highlight our enduring quest to understand our origins and connection to the cosmos. The mystery of the Anunnaki captivates and inspires, drawing us to ponder the ancient gods who once walked among us. In the Sumerian pantheon, Enlil, the chief deity, was a figure of immense power and reverence. As the god of wind and storms, Enlil was more than a natural force. He was a cosmic ruler, controlling the weather and shaping the world's fate. Enlil's influence extended across the skies, his voice representing thunder and his breath the wind. The Sumerians believed that Enlil could bring both life-sustaining rain and devastating storms, embodying the balance of nature. His power was seen as both a blessing and a curse, reflecting his unpredictable nature. One significant myth involving Enlil describes his decision to flood the world due to humanity's noise and chaos. This story, echoed in various cultures, illustrates the god's attempt to restore balance. Utnapishtim, a wise and pious man, was chosen to survive the flood. With guidance from the god Ea, who opposed Enlil's wrath, Utnapishtim built a boat to preserve life. This tale highlights themes of divine justice and mercy, showing that even mighty deities can be swayed by compassion. Enlil also played a critical role in creation myths, shaping the earth and establishing order. He was believed to have separated heaven from earth and imposed divine structure on chaos, ensuring that the world functioned according to his will. Enlil's interactions with other gods reveal his leadership and influence. Often depicted as a mediator and decision-maker, his role in divine conflicts underscores a complex hierarchy among the deities. These stories present Enlil as a central figure in cosmic events, actively involved rather than distant. The Sumerians held Enlil in high regard, dedicating temples to him and performing rituals to seek his favor. His impact on their lives was profound, affecting everything from agricultural success to personal safety. Enlil's stories, depicting him as both a creator and destroyer, reflect the Sumerians' attempts to understand and appease cosmic forces. His legacy symbolizes divine authority and the balance between creation and chaos. In Mesopotamian lore, Enki emerges as a beacon of wisdom and compassion. As the god of water, Enki was essential for sustaining life through rivers and streams. Revered for his vast knowledge, Enki's wisdom guided humans in practical matters, solving problems and providing healing. His intelligence was seen as a divine gift, illuminating the path through ignorance and shaping the future. Among the most captivating myths about Enki is his role in creating humanity. In ancient Sumerian tales, Enki, driven by compassion, opposed the harsh rule of the gods over early humans. Unlike the other gods, who sought to use humans for labor, Enki saw their potential and chose to bestow upon them the gift of knowledge and skill. His decision to aid humanity reflected his role as a protector and benefactor. Enki's influence extended to healing and magic. He was revered as a divine healer, with the power to cure ailments and restore health. His magical abilities were crucial in alleviating suffering, demonstrating his benevolent nature and his importance in maintaining balance and harmony. One of the most notable stories involving Enki is his role during the Great Flood. While Enlil, another deity, decreed the flood to punish humanity, Enki intervened to save life. He secretly warned Utnapishtim, a wise man, about the impending disaster, showcasing his compassion even against the will of other gods. This act of saving humanity from destruction highlights Enki's dedication to preserving life. Enki's myths often emphasize themes of wisdom, creativity, and benevolence. He used his intelligence and divine powers to improve human conditions, becoming a symbol of hope and salvation. His ability to navigate both divine and mortal realms made him a revered deity, leaving a lasting impact on Sumerian culture. In ancient Sumer, Ninhursag, the earth goddess, was crucial to creation and fertility. She embodied the earth's life-giving power and was vital to ensuring the land's fertility and the prosperity of crops. Ninhursag's influence extended to all aspects of nature, from vegetation to livestock, with the Sumerians relying on her blessings for their survival. One touching myth about Ninhursag describes her deep connection to creation and healing. According to legend, the gods created a lush garden that lacked the vitality only Ninhursag could provide. She breathed life into the garden, transforming it into a flourishing paradise. This act not only shaped the physical world, but also imbued it with vitality and growth. Enki's and Ninhursag's stories reflect their profound roles in shaping the Sumerian worldview. Enki's wisdom and benevolence, along with Ninhursag's nurturing presence, were central to the Sumerians' understanding of life, agriculture, and the balance of nature. Their legacies continue to resonate, highlighting their enduring influence on ancient Sumerian culture. In another poignant myth, Ninhursag, the earth goddess, is depicted as a mother deeply pained by the plight of her creations. The story tells of a time when the earth became barren, cursed with withering crops and dry lands. Ninhursag, moved by the suffering of her children, took on the task of healing the earth. With tireless effort, she restored balance, using her divine powers to rejuvenate the land. Her compassion led to the revival of Earth's fertility, showcasing her unwavering dedication to her creations. Rituals dedicated to Ninhursag were filled with reverence and gratitude. Festivals and ceremonies were held in her honor, with offerings of first fruits, freshly baked bread, and richly adorned altars symbolizing the people's appreciation for her bountiful gifts. These rituals were not merely acts of worship, but expressions of deep gratitude for the earth's fertility and the goddess who made it possible. Ninhursag's influence was felt in every aspect of life, from the lush vegetation to the prosperity of harvests and the health of livestock. Her presence was seen as essential, ensuring that life thrived under her nurturing embrace. Ninhursag's legacy serves as a poignant reminder of the deep connection between humanity and the earth. Her role in creation and fertility highlights the interdependence between people and nature. Through her myths and the rituals that honored her, Ninhursag was a comforting force, a divine protector who ensured that the earth remained a place of life and abundance. Evidence suggests that the Sumerian gods might have been more than mere myths. One significant piece of evidence is the Sumerian king list, which records some rulers reigning for thousands of years. This has led some to speculate that these rulers were not human but divine beings with extraordinarily long lifespans, hinting at otherworldly origins. Another critical text is the Enuma Elish, the Babylonian creation myth, which describes the formation of the world from primordial chaos. The gods are depicted with immense power and advanced knowledge. Some interpret their actions and technology as possible allegories for encounters with advanced extraterrestrials. The Epic of Gilgamesh also contains intriguing references that some believe point to extraterrestrial involvement. Gilgamesh interacts with divine beings who provide knowledge and gifts, and these beings' descriptions sometimes exceed typical mythical attributes, suggesting they could be extraterrestrial visitors. Despite these criticisms, the idea of the Anunnaki as astronauts continues to captivate imaginations. The notion that ancient gods were extraterrestrial visitors offers an intriguing blend of history and science fiction. This sparks a fascination with the possibility that humanity's early achievements were guided by beings from another world. This interpretation challenges conventional views of history and encourages us to think beyond the boundaries of our current understanding. As we reflect on these different perspectives, it becomes clear that the debate over the Anunnaki's true nature is as much about exploring the limits of human imagination as it is about interpreting ancient texts. Whether viewed as extraterrestrial beings or symbols of divine power, the Anunnaki continue to inspire wonder and provoke thought, reminding us of the enduring mystery and allure of ancient mythology.